Hey folks, welcome back to Monkey Shine Lab. I am now back in my home state, out of the fever dream, the fever anyway. Cryptid Toys and Games out in Maple Shade, New Jersey. Thank you very much for hosting me out there and letting me do a couple days of shooting with you, Andre. I appreciate it. And I learned a lot of stuff, as usual. I learned a lot of things. This time it was I learned a bunch of stuff about Barbies, which, that'll be applicable someday, probably. Never know. So learn it. Useless information. I think we need to elect a new minister of useless information, actually, come to think of it. But I just wanted to point out a few things that have come in while I was out and show you some of the stuff that I got, just in case you were not paying any attention. I brought all this stuff home on the airplane, both two very crowded flights, and it was a paper bag that I got from Andre, and the paper bag made it all the way to my front door and then decided to just rip apart. But everything got right up to my front door safely, which was interesting. So anyway, let me show you a few things here that have come in, and I think you'll probably find them of interest. Maybe not. What, can you tell the future? I can't. All right, let's take a look. While I was out of town, of course, a couple of things continued to come in through the mail. And so I wanted to point out some of those cards that came in. Also wanted to review some of the stuff that I brought back. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Why is any of this here? I don't know. It's space that I need. I thought I'd cleaned all of this crap up, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. All right, let's see. Put the Ghost Rider car up there, so it doesn't look completely bare. All right. First of all, I did want to make a course correction on this particular Williams Racing, which came in. This was hunted down for me, as you can see, and I erroneously attributed it to Andre, but this was given to me by Nas. So I just wanted to be proper about all that. And this came in the OTK bubble protector, which is also the culprit that slashed open the side of the bag the first time. So that's why I mention it. It was the beginner of the slashing. My wife Annie gave me this when I came home last night. It's the 57 Bel Air, and if you see there, it's sort of written down the side if you've never seen that before. These come in a variety of color, but she said that this one, and she's right, this is the same color as our front entryway right now, and she knows that I can't stand that color. And so basically what's going on here is she wants me to paint the front hall. Okay, that's what this car translates to. But I do kind of like the mint green, and I'm not a mint green fan. I picked up this Mopar at the Acme in Maple Shade, New Jersey, over there by Cryptid Toys and Games, because it was complete and it looked cool, and I don't know, I felt substantial for some reason. And then this is a Nissan Skyline, but this is not a Golf. Is it a Golf? No, but it's a Liberty Walk. Okay, it's only a Liberty Walk. The reason why I was asking that is because when I purchased this, I actually thought back home that I had a couple of these, and I was like, oh wow, there's one I didn't pick up for the set. But it's not a Golf, it's just kind of nicely decoed out. It's just the Skyline Liberty Walk. Not a big tuned car fan, but that's okay. That's okay. Sure it is. That's fine. Also, if you didn't see this came from one of the auctions, and Chris Sheets picked this up for me. I mean, I need to get this thing out of its little wedgie pretty soon and put it together. I'm not going to attempt that right now because all I've had really is like coffee and Pop-Tarts in my system, so just don't trust my hands. But I'll do it soon. Get some of this cleared away for a minute. And I don't think these, I don't know where these came from. Well, we'll just talk about it anyway. Here is another of the Williams Racing outside of a bubble protector that we found up at the Acme. So that explains why I made that mistake with the one that Maz had given me. And then this thing is so cool. Andre was going through some stuff on Saturday. He looked around through the die cast, and he in looking for something else, he came across this, which is from 94, I think, something like that. But it is an IRL car with a really nice Hot Wheels deco on it. And so he jammed that in my take-home bag, which was very nice. And he found this 5-pack, but they do have another 5-pack at the store. So this is the first one I've ever seen in person, and I had to bring it all the way from the East Coast. Yeah, I wasn't about to just leave that behind, right? You don't do those things. So let's take a look here at some Pokemanes that I ended up getting in the mail. I got a Ghastly. I'm not gonna name these off. You can just look at them. But this actually was this is a Bakugan card that was given to me by the folks at the shop. And Andre found 2 Tyranitar cards shortly before I got there. So he kind of threw those at me, which was really nice. And he was really happy to see that Blastoise, the Japanese Blastoise that I brought out for him. So I don't know if it balances out karmically, but anyway. These cards came from one of my favorite sellers on the Whatnots, and her name escapes me at the moment. I'll think of it. But when she does auctions on a Sunday, I think, so that would have been yesterday, she ends up selling a lot of playability cards, a lot of lightly played cards, in large bundles. So I grab these when I see them going for $1. I will pick these up because anything that I don't want or need, I know a whole bunch of kids in my life who do. And like I said out there, I have found that in giving these cards over to the kids, they're not, sure, they'd rather unwrap some packs, which actually my wife gave out the trick or trades to the kids while I was gone, which was awesome. But they're just happy to get some cards that they don't have in their collection. They're happy to see something new. So if you're out there looking for cards for the little uns in your life, or for yourself for that matter, consider buying some used stuff, or lightly played stuff. This is, I bet there are people out there right now that are just gasping at how these cards were sent to me. But I assure you, they are eminently playable and kind of cool. What is that? Togetic. Okay. I see. Swirlix. Swirlix was what we used to call putting somebody's head in the toilet and flushing it. You didn't learn that here, kids. A Flabébé. Ralph's. A Snubble. I like that. And again, when I picked up this pack of cards, I saw maybe the top two. I just said, okay, $1, sure. So get on the whatnots. What is her name? I'll have to look it up and I'll put it right down here on the bottom of the screen. But it's this woman is a really awesome seller. She does not gouge people. Her stuff comes in a very protected way. Hits the doorstep very quickly. So, it's when somebody does something, worthy of praise lately, knocks me flat. Doesn't knock me flat, but it's really awesome. And so I would like to, pass that on. Pass on the savings to you, the buyer. I don't know. I'm still jet lagged. I feel like my brain is somewhere slightly near Iowa. And if you've ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. Iowa is a peaceful state of mind. It's almost comatose. It's not Nebraska, but it's very laid back and in need of a check of a pulse, and or just a straight up wellness check. We have somebody drive by the house. That is Iowa. Do I have anybody in the? Does anybody watch from Iowa? Please comment below. I would love to know. I have lots of family and friends. My mom used to work for a college out there, so I'm very familiar with Iowa. My sister actually went to. She was in Des Moines for like the first year of her college. Okay, you don't really need to know about my family. A Sylveon, an Eevee, always a popular card with me and the kids. Wow, I picked up an Eevee pack. Two Sylveon, is that a Sylveon too? All right, so you've got a hologram and a non-hologram Sylveon, and a couple of Eevees. Some really nice Eevees, actually. Yeah. And again, like in one household alone, we have 4 grandkids, and we have they have like friends who come over and stuff like that. So like extras, multiple copies matter not when I'm buying these cards. It does not matter. They will take just as many as they can get. And it's just because there's so many of them. They're really good kids. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain is, like I said, kind of near Iowa, which can be a good and bad thing. A Weezing, another Starmie. This is a beautiful piece of artwork right there. I take that. And a Villaplume. Oh, you cute. This is a kitty. Yep. Iowa. Also, while sweeping out a back room, came across this, which is a Tyranitar tin. And again, it was kind of the top was dented in, so I punched it back out a little bit. There's a lot of scuffing on the window. There's a lot of problems with this, but also, you know, donated from Andre at the shop. Thank you very much. You know I love my Tyranitars, so. We're back home